Live from Austin, Texas, it's Answering for a Friend with your hosts, Clint Baker and Mia Harms.
That's me.
Woo! Yay! We did it. We did. How's it going, guys? This is the new show, the new hit advice show everyone's talking about, Answering for a Friend, starring your hosts, Clint Baker and Mia Harms. We've already said that, but we're saying it again. Yeah. How's it going, Mia?
Yeah. It's good. How are you?
I'm good. We are breaking this thing, and this is the prototype episode right here. We're breaking this thing in, and if we have any sound issues or lighting issues or any other thing, we're gonna fix it. We don't need to hear that right now. You could private message me that. We're getting it all. We're getting that all settled. We're like, hey, you didn't shave. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's okay. Okay, I'm wearing a blazer. Yeah, and Mia looks fantastic as usual.
I shaved.
I know. I could tell.
My face, actually.
I could see that.
Yeah, that Italian beard is gone today for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. We got so far we have 10 viewers. Our first show. We're already beating out all of my other podcasts, no doubt, because I got Mia on. 10 viewers. So I made a post on Facebook that said, hey, if you got any advice, you need any advice for anything, please post it. And we're gonna do our best to answer it, however ridiculous or real it is. We're gonna have fun with this. So, let's see. Oh man, I got Thomas Wilkerson says check. Thomas says mic check. Brett says what happened to the sound? What they don't know is that I muted it so we could talk a bunch of smack behind the scenes. So that's what happened to the sound. Are you live or is this Memorex? Memorex.
What is Memorex?
I don't know. That's a boomer. A boomer said that. We don't know. We don't remember what Memorex is.
I just want to point out I'm only 30, so
Yeah.
please don't say things that will go over my head. Clint can help fill me in though.
Yeah. No, this was on my Sony mini disc Walkman.
Yeah. See, like that.
Hey, what's happening, Natchet Taylor? What's happening? I was just talking about. Do you want to demonstrate your close talking, quiet stuff you were doing on the mic? That.
Oh, I'm so into the sound that I want to do ASMR really bad.
Yeah, give us a demo.
Like, hi, welcome to my ASMR. I don't know. What else would I do?
I don't know.
Not that. I mean, like, I would want to like crinkle bubble wrap or something. I think that's what they like ASMR people do.
It's something.
Yeah, I don't have any bubble wrap.
I always thought it was asthma. I didn't realize it was ASMR.
I don't know what it stands for. Do you know what it stands for?
I do not know.
I'm sure someone will tell us at some point.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna look on Facebook and see if chew gum or something. Yeah, exactly. Bubble wrap.
Ooh, yeah, I could totally do that. Maybe I'll have a spin-off where it's just like me doing ASMR.
Well,
We'll see.
I have. Let me see if I got any. I made a Facebook post. I'm gonna see if anybody gave us anything.
Yeah, I have just the one question that says you have a podcast, and my personal opinion on that is that yes, we do. Do you have an opinion on that, Clint?
Yes.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, that is accurate. Here's a question for Mike Martin asked. Clint Baker, I have a friend who really enjoys the music of Post Malone. What's a good way to tell him all his friends secretly hate him? Asking for a friend.
Wait. All of his friends secretly hate Post Malone, or are they secretly hate this guy, the friend?
That's an
who's being hated?
I need to. That's an excellent question. Who? Yeah. Well, let's just assume, because that's what you do. That's how you make asses of yous and me's.
Right.
Do you think he means that everybody hates Post Malone, or do you think
I think
that
everyone? I think maybe everyone in his friend group hates Post Malone. I could not tell you one thing about Post Malone except for I think he has a lot of face tattoos.
Yes.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, that is accurate.
Is that why? Is it the music or is it the face tattoos that are hated?
I thought Post Malone was a cereal, honestly, but I'm gonna go with they hate him for liking Post Malone.
Yeah, so like you're just like in a friend group, and then all of a sudden they just start hating you because of your musical choices. Maybe get new friends. That's my advice. Get new friends that like Post Malone.
What if you need to tell your friend that everyone hates him for liking Post Malone?
Ooh, like you're the one that has to tell him.
You're the one. Yeah. How do you tell your friend? Or do you not tell him?
You just kind of have to do a listen uh, about that. Yeah, I think you just have to tell him. You just have to rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah,
There's no reason to just keep secrets.
I agree. That's
Yeah.
exactly how, like, just say, dude, Post Malone, you know what's funny about that is I didn't like Post Malone until I saw him do a Nirvana set, and now I'm like, dude, I kind of respect Post Malone. So
Really?
yeah, so maybe Mike Martin's talking about me, and I
Clint, you're the friend.
yeah, and you just told me that's how you do it. You comment on their Facebook show pretending to ask a question, but really you're telling me. That is how you do it. So that's how you do it. Comment on their Facebook is the official answer from my end. Mia?
What if that's what ends up happening here is that like a lot of our friends just tune in to tell us things about us. But it's like really cryptic, and then so we start piecing it together like episode 6 where we're like, actually I think maybe our friends just are having an intervention for our stuff.
They're like, hey guys, just curious. I'm trying to figure out how to tell my friend that a dark hoodie with a white zipper was a bad choice for social media. How would you say that? Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Yes, I am fancy. We got red curtains here. They're like, ooh, we got red curtains, fancy. I'm wearing my tuxedo blazer because that's how you talk show it up is with a blazer. And then
I didn't get memo on the tuxedo blazer.
You didn't know.
Or else I would have worn one also. So I'll wear one next time.
It was a last second ordeal. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
I did like that Nirvana set. Natchet Taylor, Phil. Oops, we secretly hate you. Boom. Oh yeah, that's one way to do it. Post Malone. Post Malone did a Hootie in the Blowfish cover for a video gamer release not too long ago. Awesome. And then let's see here. And then Natchet Taylor, who plays in a band with me, said, question, I have a bass player that has some questionable t-shirts. I have some t-shirts with Natchet's face on them. That's what he's talking about. But,
do you really?
yeah. We played a show in Nowhere Bound, and he showed up. He got the whole band to show up wearing my band's t-shirts. So the next show
God, that's good.
Yeah, the next show I made a bunch of shirts with just his face on it and got everybody in the band to wear them, and it's a fun one.
I think because you do stuff like that, you can be forgiven for liking Post Malone.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's like something I would do. Like just real crazy. Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Sharks as a pet. Serge Garcia asks, sharks as a pet. Doable?
That's all it says?
And then it says doable? Question mark. Sharks as a pet. Doable?
Sharks as a pet. You know, there was that nightclub here in Austin. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
What was it called? Like Qua or something?
I can't remember. I used to know what it was called. I don't remember. But yeah, they had a glass floor. Like instead of the glass ceiling, they were really bad. They had the glass floor. Like it was real.
Glass floor.
Yeah.
And it had sharks in it.
Yes.
Like the dance floor had sharks in it. And that didn't work out for them.
No, what they didn't realize is, I used to get told by my mother when I was a kid at the pet store, I'd tap on the glass of the aquarium and stuff, and my mom was like, "That's like hitting a fish in the head with a hammer. It's terrible. It hurts them." And not that my mom talks like that, but but yeah. So when I heard that story about the sharks, I was like, "Yeah, can you imagine an entire club of hammers just beating down on those poor sharks' heads in the in that club? It's terrible." So no wonder. I don't know if it was PETA or who did it, but they got the sharks out of there. So sharks as a pet. If you have a lot of room for a tiny shark, I would say cool. If you got a hammerhead shark or a big giant, because there's tiny sharks. There's I would say in my opinion, that's okay as long as you take good care and feed your fish well. But I wouldn't want to have like a great white in a SeaWorld situation. If you're like some, Elon Musk and you have one great white in Westlake in your pool in the backyard, I don't think that's very cool.
Yeah, I think that there's definitely like small, regular fish tank size sharks. I think that's pretty cool, actually. I wonder if this person has any like fish raising experience to begin with. Like, have they ever had an aquarium before, or are they just like jumping in head first with the sharks.
Are
'Cause
are they jumping the shark? Is that what you said?
I mean, whatever they're doing with the sharks, I guess, is their business. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they don't have
No.
blowholes, so it's. I got another question.
Okay.
Reheat coffee. Oh, I got my friend Kim said sharks are only good pets if you're a supervillain or a supervillain in training. Yes, like if you live in a hollowed out volcano or something like that, that is definitely evil.
It's evil.
Evil. Moving on to the next question. Reheat coffee? Question mark. Is that how? Is this the new question? People are gonna just say statements and then put question marks at the end. Reheat coffee? Question mark.
Chapstick?
Butt plug?
Well, that one should always have a question mark. I'm not.
So
Reheat coffee. Like in the microwave?
I think that's what he means.
I am gonna say hard no.
I will.
Especially if it already has milk or cream in it, that is gonna really ruin those complex flavors.
That's where the Ninja Turtles came from. That's playing with fire. I've reheated coffee maybe twice in the last 10 years. Like, I take my coffee seriously.
Why does your coffee see, I drink my coffee or my tea like immediately. Like it's made and then it's going to be gone. So I don't come into situations where it would get cold and need to be reheated. I need to know why why has your coffee ever gotten cold?
Man, this is cold. I kind of need to reheat this. I don't have time to. Hey, could you reheat, Jamie?
Oh,
Jamie, could you reheat this for me? That's Joe Rogan's assistant. He works for me now.
but not for me. Just Clint.
Just
I'm not a part of it. He won't do anything for me.
I'm just kidding. No, I've only reheated coffee twice, and it's only when you've made your coffee, you got it perfect, and then you got distracted doing something, and then all of a sudden you have to go, and you just don't have time to make more coffee. Then you have to reheat your coffee. That's just, it's like you're like, this sucks. I can't believe I put myself in this situation. I don't know.
I would drink it cold.
Yeah, that's the other.
I would just drink it cold and just pretend it was like that the whole time.
Oh, cold. I mean, that's what I'm doing now. So I guess I agree with you. So I guess we're gonna go with cold. No, no, Phil Davis, you never reheat your coffee. Only a heathen would do that.
Well, wait, what was his name?
Phil Davis,
Phil.
Otherwise known as Punk Rock Phil.
Punk Rock Phil, drink your coffee faster is my advice. Stop getting yourself into these sketchy situations where it needs to be reheated in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Hey, let's get serious. I got a serious one here from my brother Brett Baker. What do you do when we're only going to go down this road for a minute because this is supposed to be fun, but this is a good timely question. What do you do when the mask mandate is lifted but you still don't feel comfortable asking for a friend?
Yeah. Well, I would say to wear a mask.
That's what I do.
I would say get a good KN95 mask or an N95 mask to kind of make up for others not wearing masks. So just be more protected and maybe even get a face shield and stop wearing your cloth masks. Because if others aren't masking and you want a mask, I mean, you just need the protection, I think. Yeah.
On the other hand,
yeah,
I would say I work in a restaurant bar, a wraparound bar, where I've been surrounded by people who are 2 or 3 feet in front of me with no masks since last May, and I wear my mask every day, and I wash my hands every day, and I touch their glasses and plates, and then I go wash my hands. And granted, I did catch COVID in November, but luckily it was only for a week. But what I'm saying is, there's people like that are working everywhere in restaurants and stuff that are around people not wearing masks, because it's not magic when you're sitting down eating and you're holding a hamburger. It's not magic that people don't all of a sudden get COVID. Oh, I've got a coffee and a hamburger. So I mean, you just got to do the best you can in the situation. So if
Yeah.
if you're in a place, there's people with no mask, do what the bartender or server has to do when they're at work. They wear their
Yeah.
mask and they wash their hands. All you can do is do the best you can in your situation. Wash your hands, wear a mask, be smart. And if you don't feel comfortable, don't go into places with a lot of people. Stay home. Order in. Luckily, it's not the 80s, and we can deliver groceries. We can deliver food. We can do a lot of things. So.
Yeah, I mean, we really do, for the situation, have it as good as it, can be, to be able to like curbside. I want to say this because I'm obsessed with curbs. Do you ever get curbside, or do you go in and pick up to-go food?
I go in and get it.
I'm obsessed with curbside because restaurants that would normally not have it, like that was an exclusively like chain restaurant thing.
Mhm.
And like now all of the nicer restaurants have started doing it, and I hope it stays because I just like to not get out of my car. Like not even pandemic related, just like it's really nice to have people bring food to your car. It's like Sonic for like tasty things.
I think it's gonna stay. I think it's like alcoholic beverages to go. They're not gonna get that back. That's
Right,
here. That's here.
yeah.
That's here to stay. It's instead of you go to someplace fancy like the Olive Garden. They might not have like 15 spots for to go now. They might knock it down to 3 spots, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna stick around for a while because everybody's gotten accustomed to living the way we've been living. To a point, people want to feel safe, but people also want to stretch their legs and get out. So I think a lot of things like hugging, when you see people, shaking hands and things. I think people we know really well are going to still do those things, but I think it's going to be like, hey, I met you once 5 years ago. Hey, good to see you. Like, oh yeah, let's do the European cheek kiss. Oh yeah, like I don't think people are going to be doing that quite as much, at least for a while, which is kind of sad because human contact is a beautiful thing, but it's weird and people are gross.
Yeah, wear your mask if you want to wear your mask is all I can say.
What if you do the European cheek kiss with masks on? Is that safe?
Probably. I think the 6-foot rule that might violate that.
Oh, let's see. Let's see if we got any more questions.
Do we have any more questions?
I remember the one with the giant aquarium. That it was the place with the giant aquarium. Apparently, was smelly.
Oh, did they get the name? Did they say the name of it?
No, nobody knows the name. It's still it's kind of a Mandela effect thing. Some people remember it, and some people don't think it ever really happened.
I think it was called Qua. I want to say it was like Q something.
Let's see here, man. We got a lot of questions.
Do we have a lot of questions? I don't have. I posted to my Instagram, and I don't have any questions. Except for the one, you have a podcast.
Okay, I got one. Is it okay for men to wear sandals if they are not at the beach or lake asking for a friend? Absolutely not.
You think okay. Maybe it's like dependent on the type of sandal.
Maybe.
Do you own sandals?
That was a punk rock Phil question. Punk rockers notoriously look at sandals like, wait, what? That's some hippie stuff, man. We're punk rockers. We wear creepers and Doc Martens. We don't wear in Vans. We don't do sandals.
It's like 1,000,000 degrees here, though. I would think that most people would want to be in sandals. I don't know. I say depending on the type of sandal. Like you can throw on a flip-flop and run to the grocery store.
I mean, sure.
But if you're gonna go out for drinks, like no, put on a shoe. Like an actual shoe.
I'm looking for more oh. Hey, I just pulled this up. We look great over here.
Oh yay!
Yeah.
Oh, that's my face.
Yeah, that is your face. You're on social media. Holy smokes.
We're live.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to give me a type 2.
Diabetes. Type 2 diabetes. We're at 23 minutes.
Oh really?
Yeah. I think dudes can wear sandals, but not if their feet are nasty. Hashtag pedicure. That's Kim.
Yeah.
Langley.
Do you go get pedicures, Clint?
I don't.
Oh man, I feel like men should just do it as much as women because you guys, you tend to not take care of your feet as much.
That's true. I mean, that's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
9 out of 10 dentists agree that men don't take care of their feet. I don't know why they're weighing in, but they agree.
I got Keens are Keen. Keens, I guess Keens are a brand. I know that's a shoe brand.
Keen, yeah, it's a brand.
Yeah.
Keens are keen, is that?
Yeah. I got damn, put on a shoe.
Damn, put on a shoe.
Okay, men should never wear sandals, like never ever, Michelle Slater says.
Ooh,
Yes.
Okay. What if you're
she's kind of a goth chick though. She might be like, dude, put some Doc Martens on. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Birkenstock should be a sandal. Is that even considered a sandal? I don't think those should be worn by anyone ever.
You only supposed to wear Birkenstocks if you go to the Lilith Fair. That's the only time you wear Birkenstocks is at the Lilith Fair.
Right. Lilith Fair. Is that still a thing? I think we should bring back the Lilith Fair.
I'm with you.
And do it. Yeah. I think so. Let's do it.
Pedicures hurt. All right, anybody else got? We got 9 viewers. Anybody else have a question, even made up, or I'm just gonna ask our own questions that I made.
Oh yeah, I want to know
what the questions I posed were.
Yeah, I'll answer those questions.
Okay.
I think we should have one big question for each other
every week.
Every week, yeah. I'll come up with something good for you. You come up with something good for me.
All right. I did 3, so all right, we'll start.
Oh,
we'll start.
I can play catch up, okay?
Well, I did some as just an example. Like, hey, gang, we're doing a advice show. We're gonna have fun with it, but we're also gonna try and help people out. If anybody has real stuff or crazy as you want to get, if you want to get like the 3 wolves on the Amazon T-shirt reviews where you just get outlandish, or the sugar-free gummy bears, we're down. Like we'll answer whatever you want, and we're gonna do it very seriously and as clinical as possible.
I'm gonna be as serious as
yes,
possible.
very serious. Hi, my girlfriend's feet smell terrible. How do I let her know without ending up on the couch? Asking for a friend. That was just the basic ass question that I threw up there as the first example. Yeah.
I think that's very simple. We've already answered that question. I mean, just to piggyback on it, like, she needs to go get a pedicure.
Yeah, just rip the Band-Aid off and tell her, right?
Yeah, you could just, or like, get her one of those like foot soak spa things for the house, and every night before bed, just be like, "Oh, I got your foot spa ready." No, just tell her. That's what I would say. Just tell her.
Here's
and get her the foot spa.
Yeah. Here's another one. My boyfriend dresses terrible and sucks in bed, but I really like him. Should I try and tell him and crush his ego, or just keep faking it? Asking for a friend.
How would you answer that question?
How would I answer that one?
Yeah.
That's a tough one. I guess I would want to be told, but you got to be you can't be mean about it. You're gonna tell somebody they suck in bed and they dress terribly.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Big. Two big things.
You know what I would do first?
He's probably wearing sandals.
I would start with the bed thing, and then offer some interesting ways to remedy that, and just let him know, hey, this and that. You try some stuff. He's gonna be, as long as you don't just blatantly tell him that he sucks in bed, he's gonna enjoy maybe trying some new things if you make it fun for him, like,
yeah.
And so once you get there, that might even take y'all on up to a different level of even make y'all even closer. Once you're even closer, and this podcast is owned by Disney, so I'm not gonna get direct. I'm not gonna tell you
I did not get that email.
I'm not gonna tell you to tongue punch a fart box or anything like that. I'm just saying, make
that
it.
Was a callback to like 2011.
Yeah,
maybe?
That's an old one. But yeah, just make it. You gotta guide him on the journey. If you expect certain things, you gotta just don't be a dick about it. Just help him. You trained him on how to take out the garbage on Friday, right? And you trained him on putting some water in the bowl when he leaves it in the sink, so the cheese doesn't get hard and nasty. You can train him on other things. You know what I mean? Guys are trainable, most of them.
I would say take the opposite approach though. Go with clothes first.
You think so?
Yeah, like you can say like, oh, I find this really like buy something, maybe like a nice shirt or something, and like this shirt is super sexy. Like this really turns me on. And then he's gonna want to wear it because he's gonna want to do the things that like please you. And then once you're like in a sexier space, then you're more open to do, you know, tongue punching.
Okay, I'm I'm learning. I'm learning things. Let's.
See, right? I think that's a good. I mean,
I
that's my opinion.
I think both are fair. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
And since this was a question you asked, I'm wondering who this man is, Clint, in your
yes.
life that you want to dress better and have better experiences with.
Phil. Hi, Phil. All right, let's see here. I got another one. My boss has terrible breath. The entire staff makes fun of this person behind their back. I'd like to say something, but I don't want it to affect my job. What do I do? Asking for a friend.
Ooh, that one's tough.
That one is tough. I used to have a boss who had terrible breath. We just didn't tell him. We just kept talking smack. He would drink coffee, but everybody knew it was beer, and it was just like punching you in the face, and it was terrible. I'd say don't tell him. Just let, especially if he's a jerk. If he's really cool, then you got to just tell him, and he'll understand.
Yeah.
It's not going to affect your job. If you're worried about it, just don't tell him. Just stay away from him. That's my advice.
Yeah.
How about you, Mia?
I would agree. Like telling him is going to be really hard, and unless you guys are like cool on that level, yeah. I mean, how do you? I would say like just get him an electric toothbrush for Christmas or something, and just hope that he uses it. Like some digestive enzymes. Maybe it's an internal thing, and just be like, oh, I've been using. I don't know. If you can't say it straight to his face, I think you either have to suck it up or just try to treat it stealthily, like as stealthily as possible.
Scope. You just casually bring scope, just different things. I had it.
And just start leaving him around. Hey, I'm so glad we implemented that mouthwash in the bathroom.
You're
mandatory staff mouthwashing.
You're like tic tac. Would you tic tac? I had a teacher actually when I was in school, and he was an awesome teacher, but he had some body odor issues, and this was an art class where dude would like hover over you. You're like drawing, and the guy would hover over you to like, oh hey, check this out, blah blah blah. Like, let me see. Yeah, you got to work on these lines here, and the shading here is great, and he's over you, and you're like, oh, he like it was bad bo, needed deodorant bad, and he was one of my favorite teachers. In fact, I hope he's not watching now. And and one day this jerk left a note. And one day he's like, Clint, would you mind staying after class? And I was like, what did I do? Because I was like one of his favorite students, And I was like, oh, and like, he was super cool. Anyway, he says, hey, I got this. Somebody slid this under my door, and he passed me a note. And the note, I read it, and it said, "Dear Stinky, you stink. Everyone calls you Stinky. Get some deodorant." And
oh, no.
Yeah, and he was a super sweet man. I mean, like if you remember, anybody remembers Beavis and Butthead, the Mr. Van Driesen, the real peaceful hippie teacher kind of a thing. He was like that, just a gentle, sweet man. And like, and it killed me. He's like, is it? I read it and I was like, oh no. And he said, is it true? And I looked at him and I was like, that's putting somebody on the spot, And I'm like I'm like a junior in high school. I was like, and I said, well, everybody smells sometimes, and he was like, okay, and he just like took the thing and like walked away, and I'm like, no, I mean, sometimes people become immune to their deodorant, and and you just got to switch it up, switch brands. You don't smell it because you're with yourself all the time. I really had to like go in there. You don't smell it because you're with yourself all the time, but sometimes you get immune to you. And dude, next day he didn't smell anymore. And he never smelled again after that. And he just had to ask me because he trusted that I would tell him the truth. And I did. As hard as it was, I did. So I think with the boss, that's the move. If y'all have a good relationship, you just got to tell him. Just say, yeah, it's true, but it's not your fault. And we're all human. It happens to everybody. And maybe they can do something about it.
The anonymous note was kind of good though. Like if it's a boss issue, maybe do the anonymous note thing.
Yeah, just don't get busted sliding the note under the door.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh
Let's.
man, that sucks though. Well, like maybe he did. It's so crazy to me when people don't know because when I'm a little ripe, I'm like, yeah, I need to go freshen up. But some people just don't know. I guess
I,
there's
gue-
just not a lot of self-awareness in certain people.
I guess I don't know. I can tell if I'm like, dude, I need a shower bad. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
let's see.
Well,
So let's see here. Buy a cute bowl filled with mints as boss's day gift. Kim, my dental hygienist self wants to hijack the bad breath topic. I have everything to say about that. Okay. Quit. Get another job. You have skills. You're a good person. Trust your instincts.
just completely go somewhere else
Yeah.
just to avoid it.
Let's see.
Hopefully masking is helping.
That's what
with the
somebody
bad
said. Is
breath.
like, really? Does
Yeah.
anybody have bad breath with masks anymore? It's like here's another question. My gynecologist has terrible breath. How do I tell him? I'm just kidding. Let's see here. Oh. Okay, here we go. You guys keep avoiding the question. Toilet paper, over or under?
Over. Over for sure.
Over or under?
You have toilet paper.
I'm broadcasting from my bathroom. I'm actually on the toilet right now.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I say over. I don't like it under. I don't know why we have a preference about it to begin with, but for sure over.
I'm over. Absolutely, 110%
Yeah.
over.
You're an over. I mean, like all hotels, anywhere you stay, it's always over. I think the under people are the outliers.
Yeah, they're the weirdos. I mean,
They're
I don't
for
mean
sure the weirdos.
I don't mean to be hateful. I don't want to violate any of the terms, community terms, or anything like being hateful or bullying. I'm not trying to bully the under people, but how are you going to do? I mean, it's very hard to do to fold the corner, the little fancy corner, and
When
then
it's
when it's
under.
under, you can't do that, and I do that.
It's just gonna unfold.
Yeah.
Right.
Why do people care which way it goes? Tia asks.
I'm curious why people care. It's just one of those things. You just have preferences about stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you?
How old were you when you realized you had a toilet paper preference, an over or under preference?
Probably 18, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I used to flip it as a kid because my dad's an under person
Mm-hmm.
and my mom's an over person. So when I'd go to my dad's house and his was under, I would change it as a kid.
Are your parents divorced?
My parents are divorced.
That's the deal. There was the toilet paper. I knew it.
That's why they split up.
Yes, mine too. It's so weird.
She's an over, he's an under.
Yep.
And that will break you up every time for sure.
Putting toilet paper on the underside helps when you have kids that like to roll the toilet paper all off on the floor. When they roll the toilet paper toilet paper onto the roll food for thought. Okay, yeah, I get it. I guess cats and stuff too that like to do that.
I was gonna say, yeah,
do that bit. That's that. See, now that is a good point. If you have cats or dogs, under makes sense.
Yeah, because it won't unravel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Tia said we are getting deep in this. People with cats or toddlers tend to prefer unders, so they shred less.
Interesting.
I know.
I've never even thought about that. There's
we'll
a logic behind it. I always thought it was just a preference thing.
I always thought my parents just didn't like each other. Like that's so weird. It was just this whole time.
That was our dinner table argument every night. It was like, why do you put the toilet paper?
Mine was like, why do you use toilet paper? You know,
Right. You
bidet,
gotta get
bidet?
bidet?
Question mark.
Question mark, right? Right. Exactly.
All right.
I'm getting no questions on my end on my
I've got
post.
yeah,
So
I've got. Let me see if we got anything anybody added to this online
yeah.
because we're getting no questions here. I got likes, but the likes aren't helping me. The sharks as pets doable was solid. That was a good one.
I do like that question. I'm gonna ask that to my kid tomorrow, like just in that exact way. So sharks as pets, doable, and see what he says.
Anybody else have a question? Here we go. Add this
And
to broadcast.
do we have more?
Yeah, we got one. Wine with corks or screw off? Asking for a sommelier.
Ask. Um, I don't drink anymore, but when I did, I was very adamant about not buying screw off. I was kind of snobby about it. Like, if you're gonna show up with the screw off, yeah, it's helpful in certain situations, but like, it just, I don't know, just made it meh to me.
If you're gonna show up with a screw off, you should screw off.
You should man. I should have seen that one
You
coming.
just missed that one. Oh, here.
I just missed it by a hair.
I say honestly, now we're living in the future. We're in the future.
And right now we are too.
And now we're even further in the future. And now we're even further in the future. And
no.
And the further show's over. We'll see you next week. No. The way now that we're in the future, screw off wines aren't as bad. There's cartons of wine that aren't bad. There's cans of wine that aren't bad. And it's and I've dealt with people that were you're like, hey, do you want some wine? They're like, oh, what is it? I'm like, it's red wine. It's good. Well, what is it? Well, why don't you taste it first, and then you can tell me if you like it. Because instead of worrying about the name brand, because maybe it's a brand you don't know, or so, but and maybe you don't need to know if it came out of a bag or a box or a carton or whatever. Because if it's good, it's good. Now that we're in the future, it's gotten to that point. So yeah. You know, it might not be Silver Oak, but it might be worth buying, you know? I don't know. So I say give it a try.
Just try your wines. Just try whatever people are offering you, is what Clint's saying.
Yeah, if it's
just try it. Just try it. Shh.
If it's like a Hill Country Fair Cabernet, I mean, it might be good, you know?
It might be.
I know I have heard some things.
Question mark.
Might be Hill Country Fair Cabernet.
Yeah.
I've heard some good things about Costco wine. Honestly, that
I have too. I've actually bought wine from Costco back in the before times.
It's I know the Prosecco is fantastic. I know people that say, yeah, it's like $6 a bottle, and they buy a whole case at a time every time they go to Costco. It's fantastic. They love it. I have a friend whose family has owned a wine store. They are super wine savvy people who have a wine cellar in their house, like a walk-in wine room. And like these people, I went over and my buddy's mom was drinking. I was like, "What glass of wine?" I was like, "Hey, what is that?" Because I'm always curious. I'm like, "Hey, is that what kind of Chardonnay?" Because I want to know about somebody who's got lots of wine is drinking, because that's probably pretty good. And she kind of blushed a little bit, and she said, "Well, it's
Costco.
And when they do this, it's Costco's Chardonnay. Don't tell the neighbors." But she's like, for the money, you can't beat it. And that told me, I was like, this person could, you know, if they wanted to, they'd drink a $100 bottle of wine with dinner if they so felt like it, so desired. And they're drinking Costco wine because it must be good enough. So there you go, gang. If you're looking for some affordable wine, head to Costco and put in code answering for a friend code and get 60% off.
Is this your copy?
Just kidding.
I think we should have fake copy every week.
I agree. That would be fun.
And just I love the segues. I really just want to segue into that really well. Like, hey Clint, have you ever slept before?
I actually have slept, and on a mattress that I got from Get Furnished and More. Get Furnished and More, the newest outlet for high quality furniture at discount prices. You don't have to buy cheap furniture to get great deals. Discounted Furniture and More is located on the Lewis Henna exit in Houston, Texas. Get Furnished and More. GetFurnishedHouston.com. All right.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's exactly the segue into those. I love it. I love it. Well, I don't know. Do we have any other questions? Because if not,
Is there an up and up Pinot Grigio?
Up and Up. What? That's Is that Target? That's Target. Up and Up is Target.
I don't know. I don't
know if they have a Pinot Grigio.
I don't know.
But if they do, maybe you could try it out. Let me know how it is.
I got Serge Garcia. Serge Garcia gives us the thumbs up on the Prosecco from Costco. It's the bomb.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got an Adriana. ¿Qué onda? Yeah, shout out. And we're at 44 minutes. We don't need to do this for an hour like some of these other podcasts. This is a show. So we're going to keep it short and sweet unless we got any last questions. Let's do it. Otherwise, we're trying to get to Costco before 10. We've got to get some Prosecco.
We have 7 minutes to get there. So
any last questions? And guys, this week I'm gonna be I've got the channel set up for answering for a friend. It's already up. You can do a search for it. You'll see it. It's got the logo just like the one in the bottom corner. Go there, please. Subscribe, like, all that stuff, and so that you can get alerted, because I'm not going to be doing these to my personal channel forever. I'm just doing this for this is like the prototype show. But please go over there when we're done and subscribe to that, and because we're going to be doing this weekly, yes, and we'd love to have you. And if you think of any questions, you're in a drive-through and something stupid pops in your head, and you wanna hear us talk about it, go over to our page and ask us, and we will. We're gonna check that page all throughout the week, and we will be addressing those questions every week. So, yes,
absolutely.
Phil, thanks, man. I got
check out my ASMR spinoff.
That's
Just
right.
Kidding. But maybe that might actually happen. I'm not sure yet. We'll be really into it.
We'll be posting links for that too. Also, and we're gonna see how it goes and see how we're doing, and we'll keep posting. So, all right, melt snow for water or search the country. I say melt the snow. It's
that's what I did.
God-given resource right in your yard. Why would you not? If you got a tree and you don't have firewood, you know what to do.
Yep.
Natchet will subscribe to your ASMR if you get that going.
Oh, yay. Well, and I need suggestions too. Like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do like the beauty things and all that. But if it's just basic stuff, like, I think I really want to try it out. I'm into it. I listen to ASMR to help me get to sleep. So I kind of want to try it out.
Yeah.
So
the stuff we're doing right now, we're doing this on Facebook at first. If it works out better for us to do this on YouTube, and then maybe we'll move it to YouTube. And again, I might do Restream where I can go stream to both platforms at the same time. I'm gonna figure it out. Right now, again, we just said, hey, we've had with the snowpocalypse 2021, we had a bunch of distractions and things keeping us from doing this. We've been talking about this for a month, and so tonight we said, hey, let's not mess around. I was dying and tired, and I said, you know what? Look, I don't care. I'm going to brew some coffee, and we're going to jump to it because we just need to take the first step. So here we are, and I'm glad you guys were on, and you guys made it fun for us. So thank you.
Will you do celebration hands with me?
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, celebration hands.
I'm really into it. All right.
All right.
This is great. This is super fun, and everyone, you should subscribe and pay attention because I have the advice for you.
You heard it here, gang. Oh, we got one last one, and then we're
okay.
Moderna or Pfizer?
Oh, this is my answer to that question 100%. Whichever is first available to you is the one you should get. Whichever one you can get. I've done my first Moderna, and it doesn't matter if it was Pfizer or Johnson & Johnson. Just get what's available to you. Get yourself inoculated.
Yes, you heard it here, folks. Do that. The only side effect I've heard from the Pfizer is that you might have a compelling urge to buy Microsoft products, but other than that, it's good.
My like wireless connection's been great since the shot. I don't even have to connect to my Wi-Fi anymore. So
Nice,
it's
nice.
been really nice. I'm super into it. I would have done it years ago. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Mia, thanks for hanging with me tonight, and let's do
Thanks for
this
hanging
again.
with me.
So thanks, guys, for watching.
Answering for a friend.